I want to share something with you. Those of you who follow me are friends with me on Facebook, and most of the friends I have on Facebook that I really know, and I'm going to say it's about maybe 100 people or more, I've known them pretty much all my life. But I have a lot of new friends that follow me, and they all know that I love music. It just moves me. It's my life force, other than my blood and all the other stuff. But anyway, I often wonder, should I share with them where I get such a great love of music? And for those of you who have been wondering, both my parents have passed on, um, but they had a love of music, and I didn't have anything to measure that by until I grew up, and I knew a lot of my other friends. Their parents liked music too, but not like my parents. My parents loved music. I mean, they were always singing. There was always my dad sang, and there was always something playing, whether it be gospel, rhythm and blues. My dad was a big rhythm and blues fan. Mama liked jazz and blues too. But anyway, I think it might have been what drew them together. I'm not sure. I can't be sure of that. But I'm in possession of two things that I treasure in this world. One of them is this autograph book that my daddy was stationed in French Morocco, North Africa. And they sent this book back and forth. It used to have, well, it still kind of has yellow, pastel, pink pages in it, but they faded over time. So one would write a note and send it to the other, and the other would write a note and send it back, and it was just their way of keeping in touch with each other. So I found this book the first time. My sister and I found it when we were little kids, like 7 and 8. Man, we were giggling because it was like mushy stuff, all this baby mushy, honey, I love you, poo poopy doo. There's actually a line in here that roses are red and violets are blue, and I love you, poo poopy doo. My daddy wrote that. And my dad would write whole songs of the time, and they were born in the 30s. So all the people, now the music I grew up listening to was from the 70s because I'm a 70s teenager, but my mom and dad, they grew up in the 40s and the 50s. So that was a different type of music. And it was Etta James and Johnny Ace and Brooke Benton and all these people with all this talent. Dinah Washington. I mean, I can't even name all of them. Ella Fitzgerald. These are the people they grew up. And my dad was a big Frank Sinatra fan. And so he would write whole songs in this book. And some of the pages are missing, but he would write whole songs in this book and send it to my mother. And I found this book again when I was about 18 or 19. And I had a little bit of life under my belt by then, so I kind of understood what some of the sentiment was about at that time. And this book represents my mother and father's love for each other. And some of the pages, like I said, are faded, and you can't see the writing. So before it got really, really bad, I rewrote the whole thing in a velvet book for the people who come after me, my daughter, my kids, my grandkids, my great-grandkids, if they wanted to see something, because they never met my parents. And my daughter met my parents, but I mean the great-grandkids and the grandkids did not meet them, of course. But anyway, my father used to sing all the time, just anything, all the time. And I didn't think I was listening, but I was. And I got to tell you one more little short story. My mom and I, my dad was gone by then. My mom and I, on my 15th or 16th birthday, we were sitting around watching TV shows. And TV used to go off. It don't go off anymore, but it used to go off. And we were watching a Time Life commercial. And on this Time Life commercial, they were advertising Brooke Benton. I was like, I don't know anything about any Brooke Benton. She says, Brooke Benton, because she knew at that time, she knew that I loved music. So she said, we're going to order it. So we ordered. And those of you who knew Sister Brown, that's what they called her at church. Sister Brown and Emma Jean, her best friend. Emma Jean in a wheelchair. Sister Brown almost in a wheelchair, needed to be in a wheelchair. They went to go see B.B. King in concert. And my mother was a devout Christian, but she loved music. So I thought that was funny that, she was pushing her friend in a wheelchair, and they ordered a cab and went to go see B.B. King when he was still alive. But anyway, so I got off track. But we were sitting there and we were watching this Time Life show, and they were talking about Brooke Benton. She says, we're going to order that. So we ordered it, and 2 weeks later, it was around my birthday, 2 weeks later, they sent us the wrong music. They didn't send us Brooke Benton at all. They sent us the Platters, and they sent us this guy named Sam Cooke. I didn't know who he was, and I didn't know who the Platters was. But I learned since then who they were and what they sang, and I fell in love with both of them. But if you guys need to go and listen, these people are gone, but we can keep them alive by listening to their music. And that's what I try to do. I don't know if I do a good job of it, but I really love music, and I don't want this to be too long. We're already at 6 minutes. But anyway, I just wanted to show you. And my other treasure is this picture my cousin gave me at a 2015 family reunion. I had never seen a kid picture of my mother. Still never seen one of my dad. But this is my mother, Rovinia Brown, and this is her baby sister, Lula. She was about 7 and she was about 5. And she's holding on to her sister with dear life, like with a fierce look on her face, like you better not touch her. So I keep these two things together. And when I'm gone, hopefully it'll be a treasure for my daughter and my son and their kids. But anyway, just wanted to share with you why I love music so much and why it touches me so. But guys, you guys don't sleep on Brooke Benton. That man had a velvet voice. I shared an interview that he did. That voice, it's something about a man with a baritone. But anyway, just wanted to share that with you. I'm at 7 minutes now. So look at this video at your own risk, because I have the gift of gab, okay? I can talk. But I just wanted to share that with you to give you some insight on me and why I'm so in love with music. And I wish that people would, it soothes the savage beast, So anyway, hope you're having a good, Saturday evening. Of course, I'm going to post another Brooke Benton song. I love Brooke Benton, those velvety tones just coming out of that throat, man. Ooh, it's dizzying. Anyway, hope you're having a good evening. I just wanted to share that with you. Bye-bye.